Well, now I'm going to show you how to edit a song that is under 100 beats per minute. The reason why I edit differently based on whether it's over 100 beats or under 100 beats, because when it goes under 100 beats per minute, the intro can seem really long and you'll lose energy during your performance if the intro of the songs and the segue of the song's beat mixing takes too long to jump into the next song. So for the songs that are 100 and over, I do the 32 count intro or the 16 measures. On songs that are 99 and below, I do 8 counts, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. I do 8 measures or 16 counts. And so I shorten it up. But there's also something I do specifically. So let me show you that. So let's go into a song that I know is under 100 beats, No Scrubs by TLC. This is a Left Eye remix. I'm going to hit the beat info. I'm going to go into my song, make sure I can view the whole thing here. And so normally we have this right here, which is our beginning and our ending, otherwise known as intro and outro. I'm going to find where the song begins, just like I would with the other one. So OTS has already set it really nice for me, and sometimes OTS will get it perfectly, and sometimes it won't. So this intro looks like it's starting right where it needs to, which means if I go to the middle part and the ending part, man, OTS did a great job automatically setting this up for me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But we have the problem, this song is at 92.9 or 93 beats per minute, and therefore that's going to be a longer intro. It's going to just take longer to get into the song. So what I do for that is I shorten it up to, instead of the full 32 counts or 16 measures, I cut it in half and go to 16 counts or 8 measures. To do that, I start here with my ending, and we're gonna cut this in half. So I bring this all the way over to my segue point. I bring the segue all the way over to the beginning point, and that right there is going to now be my intro. So what's happening is I'm going to have the beginning of the song now start right here, and I'm going to have it segue and end in the same spot. So it goes right into my song, and it's gonna mix nice. Now you could say, well, why don't I move that segue point to the middle? Well, the reason why I don't move the segue point to the middle on songs that are under 100 beats per minute is because if I want to beat match a song that is over 100 beats per minute into a song that is under, this is actually going to sound better. I'm not going to get into all the music theory and why that is in this video, but this will work better. Instead of putting your segue point in the middle like we do on over 100 beats per minute, we put the segue point right at the end as the song's going to kick in. So again, under 100 beats per minute, we now move to this type of format versus the other one. And so let's listen to it. Very good. And so it sounds great. It's going to kick right in to in the song. Perfect. And so I'm going to click active. It is an intro beat, so I'm going to move these down to 0. Oh, just 1 0 is fine. Perfect. And now let's go and do the same thing on the outro. Let me find out where the song's ending. So right there, we just heard it end. So I'm going to move this over to, so I've got my ending spot. If I move that over to, then I know I'm going to have to move this segue spot over to. Moved it over to, and I should see my pink line. There's my pink line. And now I'm going to go ahead and move my outro, just like I did over there, except I did it with the intro. I moved it. This one, I'm moving my outro to the segue spot. So these now should mirror each other. So I have my intro and my segue outro at the same spot. I have my intro, my segue outro at the same spot. Now let me make sure that the beats are lined up. So I'm going to go down here. I see I can move it just a smidge. So I'm going to move that over just a smidge. I'm going to snap it to it. I'm going to go check on my outro because I made the change. I'm going to snap it to the pink bar. And that should be it. Let's take a listen. Yeah, that sounds great. So I'm gonna hit the active button. I'll move these to 0. I'm gonna hit OK. I'm gonna accept the changes. I'm gonna hit save. And man, now I have this song saved and ready to go. I'm gonna refresh it. And now I have just finished my first song. And now that is over 100 beats per minute. Now I finished my second song that is under 100 beats per minute. And both of those songs are now ready. Again, it may seem like a lot of work at first, but the more you do it, the quicker you can do it at. So again, now let me do another version. This is my snips version. I'm just gonna show you how quick it can be done. So I'm gonna go here, I see where I need to be. I'm gonna make sure that it's lined up with the beat. I'm lining it up, perfect. I'm going to make sure this end is where it needs to be, snapping it. Now I'm gonna move this right here all the way there. I'm gonna move this down to here. I'm gonna make sure it works. It does. I'm gonna hit active, move there's a 0, move to my outro. I'm gonna move this down to so my pink is over where it starts. I'm gonna make sure my beat is lined up where I want it. Moving it just over a smidge. Now I'm gonna bring this all the way over. I'm gonna make sure this is snapped right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct. Hit active, hit 0 and 0, bam, hit OK, and that song is now done. So as you can see, you can get this process done super quickly. Once you get familiar with how it works and how the system works, you'll be able to, yes, it does take time, but as you get better with it, you're gonna understand how the program works, and each song could take 30 seconds to a minute, and you'll be done with it. So I hope that helps, and that is how you begin to auto beat match each and every song through OTSAV Studio.